We are, me and my son Mickey are on our way to get an award tonight from the Hip Hop Museum. And we're going to be in the Boogie Down, so I'm very honored tonight. It is 7 o'clock, and it's a black tie affair, and I got a black tie on. And there's going to be a lot of celebrities. The Grandmaster Flash is getting an award tonight too, and some other people. So I will be videotaping it live probably when I get the award about 9 o'clock. And they're giving me an Icon Award. So it's pretty exciting. And I'm going to see a lot of old friends there I haven't seen in a while. I don't know if you guys tuned in last night. I was at Foxwoods, and it was packed. And just want to give you as a heads up that I will be, I'm on my way. We're on the hutch right now. We're driving down to the Boogie Down, where it all started. And Disco Fever's along with me will be honored tonight, obviously. The club had a very big influential position in hip-hop from 1977 to 1986, 3,600 nights of hip-hop. At that time, we were the first people to bring hip-hop indoors. The nightclub was called Disco Fever. You've probably seen it in the movie Crush Groove. That came out in 1985, 86. Everybody played themselves. Fat Boys was in it, Run DMC. So the Fever is going to go down in history as one of the premier and legendary pioneers of hip-hop. We were the first ones to bring everybody indoors. Run DMC had his first show there. Beastie Boys, LL, Spider D, and the list goes on and on. Grandmaster Flash got discovered there. All the Furious Five used to hang out there. My first DJ was Kool Herc in 1977, along with Clark Kent. Then we moved on to have Lovebug Starsky, Eddie Chiba, DJ Hollywood, Junebug, Sweet G. G was very instrumental in making the Fever. He worked there for 10 years. He was the DJ, host, manager, / everything, even security sometimes. I wrote a record for him in 1983 called Games People Play, and it became the #1 record in New York on KTU, KISS, and BLS. That was pretty exciting, having my manager and my best friend at the time sing that song. Curtis Blow produced it. Larry Smith, Willie Waring, and myself, we wrote it. Curtis Blow produced the record, and that was the first record on Fever Records. That was my very first release. It went to #1 in New York. I wrote it. I had a place in the Bronx that was called Games People Play, actually, and it was an after-hour place. And I was in there one night after I smoked a little bone, and I was drinking, and I was watching everybody playing slots and crap tables and poker, and I just was writing what I was seeing and handed it over to Curtis, and we put it out. It became the #1 record. Sweet G also in 1983 was the first rapper at Radio City. We did the first concert at Radio City. He was the first rapper to perform there. Also on the show was UTFO and Curtis Blow. And the Fat Boys got discovered there. They won the contest, and that's how they got their recording contract. And we simulated that same real life thing in the movie Crush Groove, where we were at Radio City and Fat Boys won the contest, and on, and the history goes on. I see everybody saying hello and comments and everything, except I don't have my glasses on. I can't see caca, all right? So we're still on the hutch, and during those years we opened up another club. We opened up Escape Fever, it was called, and it was on 172nd and Jerome. Games People Play was on Burnside and Jerome. If you're a Bronx person, you know all these streets. We had Cafe Pepper and Salt on 167 in Jerome, up the block from the Fever. So we had 5 places running at the same time. We had about 185 to 200 people working for us. And it's a historic place. Hopefully someday they'll honor it with the street Disco Fever Boulevard. And, you know, it was very instrumental. We were the first person to play Rapper's Delight, 1979. Sylvia Robinson brought in the record. When it was a test pressing, we played it. It was an instant hit. And I convinced Carlos De Jesus, who used to be the program director at KTU, to put it on Make It or Break It. And it became the most requested record in the history of KTU. and that's how it got on the radio, and you know, history goes on from there. Hip-hop becomes worldwide. I mean, hip-hop is probably the most influential music genre of our time. Luckily for me, I got to be involved in Latin hip-hop, which I discovered in 1984 with a young lady named Niobe, who won the Gong Show at the Fever. We used to do a lot of talent shows there. We also did a lot of charity work. United Negro College Fund we did for 10 years. And we rebuilt a city park on 172nd and McCombs. Run DMC, Curtis, and the Fat Boys all did a fundraiser, and we rebuilt the park that was, you know, run down for about 10 years. We went in and cleaned it up, took out all the hoodlums, and you know, that park is still there today. I drove by it the other day. So we're getting ready, we're getting close to going in, so I'll probably go live again when I'm getting the award. I'm with my son Mickey, and White Boy's coming, so I have one of them do live while I'm talking. And we're in the Boogie Down Bronx, and and I hope to see Flash. Now, guys, I hope you guys tune in later, so stay tuned. If you see me go live, pop in, okay? See you later. Peace.